Howdy, folks. I'm Brash Bitter Cold, blithely biting belligerent bears.
I'm Amber.
And here are more belligerent bears for us to bite as the cold. And folks, we have a live stream coming up on Friday. For more information, please see the end of the video. Let's get started. All right, folks, and our first letter is titled, Am I a Jerk for Firing Our Nanny Because She Fell Asleep While the Baby Was Napping? I'm a 32-year-old female, and I hired a nanny, a 20-year-old female, to watch my 3-month daughter. Her schedule is 5 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. Yes, it's a long shift, but she agreed to it. To me, that means that she should be fully alert the entire time that she's here. I don't think that's much to ask. Last week, I had to run back home at around 10 a.m. because I forgot one of my files at home. I checked the nursery and everything was fine. Then I walked into the living room and I found the nanny completely asleep on the couch. She had the blanket over herself as well. I woke her up and she immediately apologized and said she didn't mean to fall asleep. She told me that she was having trouble sleeping at night because she has special needs younger brother and she has been the one helping care for him since his condition has been flaring up lately. She insisted that it wouldn't happen again. I felt bad, but in my mind, personal circumstances aren't an excuse for falling asleep on the job, especially one that starts at 5 a.m. I told her that regardless of the situation, I need someone who can stay awake during the full 12-hour shift. I honestly didn't understand how that was unreasonable when she knew the hours from the start. After thinking about it for maybe an hour, I decided to terminate her employment the same afternoon. She cried and asked if I could give her a warning or a chance to adjust things at home, but I didn't want to risk anything happening with the baby. And I'm not paying someone to sleep, period. My sister is furious with me, saying that I acted heartlessly, especially since the baby was napping too, and everything was safe. She also said that it was unrealistic to expect someone to stay fully alert for 12 hours straight with no downtime, especially someone dealing with extra responsibilities at home. My husband is siding with me, but he usually does. So now I'm wondering, am I the jerk for firing her immediately rather than giving her a warning, even though she explained why she was so tired? All right, folks, what do you think?
Yeah, Opie, I think you're definitely a jerk here. Now, if the kid had been up and around and crying or something and she had been dead to the world, that would have been a completely different situation.
Yeah.
But it's very common for caretakers of children to take a nap when baby is napping.
Yeah.
I imagine that when the baby is asleep at night, probably OP and her husband are getting some sleep. They're not taking shifts to watch over the baby constantly.
Yeah, I don't think this was unreasonable of the babysitter. And plus, if she gets a nap, then she's going to be more alert and better able to work with the child and make sure that she is, can keep track of the child when the child's awake, right?
Right. Well, and a 12-hour shift, I don't know where OP lives, but depending on the employment laws, OP may actually be violating them by not allowing her a break.
Yeah. So, I certainly think, the nanny needs to be awake and alert when the child is awake and alert, and they need to be responsive. If they slept the entire time that OP was gone and the baby was crying and completely neglected during that whole 12-hour shift, OP should absolutely fire the nanny, right? If there's no sign of neglect, though, then I don't think that this is as big of a deal.
Yeah, again, Are you constantly watching the baby when they're asleep? Because if you're not, it's no more risky than when you are sleeping, when the baby's sleeping.
Yeah, well, there are a lot of people who take naps during the daytime when their child takes a nap, right? And it isn't, putting them at any elevated risk. So I think that OP needs to rehire this person. I don't think that this is a reasonable expectation. But let me know what you folks think. So anyhow, take care and good luck. And Unable Mushroom 9355 says, Info, is there a baby monitor? How much are you paying her? And OP replies, yes, we have a baby monitor, and I pay her $24 hourly, $1,440 a week. And I can understand OP being a little frustrated if they had an expectation, but this doesn't seem like she's neglecting the baby, and I just, again, neglect would be my key.
Well, it is very frustrating when people forget that their employees are actual humans with human needs. It's like, why would you expect out of them what you can't do yourself?
And Key South says, you're the jerk. You might have a point if she fell asleep while the baby was awake, but your baby was asleep and in absolutely no danger at the time. Do you think that mothers who are at home with their children don't take the opportunity to nap when their children are napping, if they can? And OP replies, but I'm paying her, I'm not paying her to sleep. So OP was originally saying, well, I'm afraid that the child would be in danger, but it seems like they're more hung up on the fact that they're paying them and the nanny is sleeping.
Well, yeah, and that again is really frustrating because it's like, oh well, since I'm paying you money, you are not allowed to have human needs.
But I also want to point out this. So they're paying the nanny, right? And suppose the nanny is sitting on the couch watching television, all right, while the baby is asleep. They're not paying the nanny to sit and watch television. What do they expect the nanny to do during that downtime?
You sit and watch the baby. Never take your eyes off the baby for a second. Like, again, it's not a reasonable expectation. And anyone who has dealt with children knows that you're not watching them every second when they're sleeping. Like, it's fine to get up and do other things or to take a nap when the baby is taking a nap.
All right, folks, and our next letter is titled, Am I a Jerk for Not Firing the Cleaning Lady Because My Girlfriend Asked Me to? Throwaway account, this is a dumb argument, but I need people to weigh in. I'm a 42-year-old male, and I have a cleaning lady who comes every other week. She is super hardworking, really nice, and I completely trust her. She comes while I'm at work, and I get to come home to a clean house. It's the best feeling. One time, she drank a can of Pepsi from my fridge and even asked if she should pay me back. I told her that she 100% has my permission to take a break and eat and drink whenever she needs to while she's here. Since then, she'll occasionally have a pop, a glass of juice, or once she said she had a piece of toast. She's never helped herself to any meals, snacks, or anything beyond that. My girlfriend, a 38-year-old female, was over the other night and said that she saw my cleaning lady stealing from the fridge. I told her that she wasn't stealing, she has my permission. She definitely is not sitting around being lazy. She was taking a break. My girlfriend said it is weird, unprofessional, and could lead to boundary crossing. I told her that I've known this woman for 2 years and nothing like that has ever happened. Girlfriend thinks that I should fire her before it gets worse. Am I in the wrong for thinking, why change something that's been working perfectly fine? Am I being weird? And folks, we have a little bit of a follow-up, so here we go. Am I the jerk? Girlfriend and cleaning lady drama. Okay, wow, I had no idea the silly debate between me and my girlfriend would blow up like this. I talked to her, and she said that she thinks it's weird that my cleaning lady can grab something to eat or drink. She said that it would be better if she brought her own stuff. And I was like, the woman goes to multiple clients' house a day. She can't be carrying a whole suitcase of snacks on top of the vacuum, mop, and everything else. And it's not like she's raiding my whole fridge, so who cares? My girlfriend said it just makes her uncomfortable. Then she asked why I even need a cleaning lady when I live in a 2-bedroom and told me just to be an adult and clean your own place. She said that I don't need a cleaning lady to mommy me. I was like, she's not mommying me, she's a huge help, and my place looks amazing after she leaves. Then she said when we move or get married, the cleaning lady has to go because she doesn't like strangers in her home, and that I need to get off my butt and do my part. I told her that I don't get her logic at all. She doesn't charge much, and I can easily afford her, and my house looks great, so what's the issue? She kept going on about how I'm being lazy and acting like a man baby, and that I should act like an adult. I told her I'm 42, and for my 40th birthday, I hired a cleaning lady as a gift to myself because I want my free time to relax. And I'm not changing that. I honestly have no clue what your problem is. I just don't get it. She hung up. Whatever. I'm honestly too old for this. I'm going to bed. Thanks, everyone. All right, folks. What do you think?
I don't think Opie's a jerk at all. I mean, I think that's very reasonable, to allow your employee to have, the occasional snack. It doesn't sound like, again, like she's taking advantage of this and like eating Opie out of house and home or anything. It's the occasional soda or juice that she has cleared with him.
Yeah.
And their arrangement is none of Opie's girlfriend's business. But I think that this is reflective of a bigger issue in the relationship. It seems like the girlfriend resents the cleaning lady's presence entirely and is just looking for an excuse to get rid of her.
Well, I think that's what it boils down to. I think that the girlfriend is just trying to get rid of the OP's cleaning lady, and I just don't think that that's compatible in their relationship, right? Like, everyone's going to have different expectations for relationships, And I think that if she's uncomfortable with strangers, OP needs to ask themselves, well, what's more important to me? Is my girlfriend and her future wants for not having like a cleaning lady more important, or is this like a hill I'm willing to die on type of thing, right? And it may just be point to a fundamental incompatibility in the relationship, and that's fine. Some relationships don't work out, and I think that that's perfectly reasonable. So it might just be one of those things where this is a deal breaker for the girlfriend, and if it's a deal breaker, then that's really what it boils down to. But let me know what you folks think. So anyhow, take care and good luck. And Hate She says, how old is the girlfriend? I feel like there's a critical piece of information missing because she sounds like she's in her early 20s and someone else taught her how the world works that she's just iterating. A child who doesn't know the value of a good support system. However, thinking that no one who works hard deserves to eat or drink unless they can provide it for themselves is cruel. She would be a terrible hostess in your house, never bring you peace. And OP replies, 38. So, I mean, I do think that this person brings up a good point. And this kind of actually leads from pretty well from the last post. It's really important to treat people who work for you like people and, you know, respect their needs.
Right. They still have human needs. Just because you're paying them does not mean you control them and that they're your little human robots.
Mm-hmm. And Scarlett Mae West says, quick question, was marriage even on the table before this? And OP replies, we did talk about it, yes. She asked me if I wanted to get married one day, and I said yes. And OK Guest 8648 says, after reading this post, not to her, right? 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 And OP replies, no, when we first started dating, she asked me if I ever want to get married again, and I said if it's important to my partner, then yes. And Mystery Obsessed says, to her or in general. And OP replies, in general, I have been married before. My son is a university student, first year, and lives on campus. His mom, my late wife, passed away when he was 6. My current girlfriend, or ex-girlfriend, asked if I wanted to get married again, and I said if it's important to my partner, then yes, of course. Oh, I feel really bad for OP now. So, on top of that, like, OP has been raising their kid from age 6, doing all the household chores and cleaning and stuff like that for the entire duration of raising their child. And now their girlfriend's coming in and being like, you're being mommied by this nanny? Oh, give me a break.
Well, yeah, again, I think there's a huge difference between someone who doesn't know how to clean and someone who has knows how, but has the resources to outsource. You know, and she is treating OP like the former when it's the latter.
Yeah. And X-Payson says, if she is this threatened by the cleaning lady, how long is it going to be until she tells your son to stop remembering his mom? And OP replies, she has never commented about her picture being in my living room wall, my late wife, and my son as a kid. She asked who she was, and I told her she has just met my son twice. I honestly don't know. And Gout to Believe in Magic says, is your cleaning lady a hot lady because your girlfriend might be jealous? If not, probably there might be something that your girlfriend would usually do at your place that she couldn't do anymore because somebody else was there, which annoys her. That's the only reasonable thing that I can really think of. Otherwise, she's just being completely unreasonable. And OP replies, no, the average white lady around my age, I'm guessing 45, dressed in joggers and a t-shirt. The best part is that she's totally not chatty. She does her job and then just leaves. I know nothing about her or her life, and she doesn't know anything about me or mine either, and we don't care, to be honest. All right, folks, it is tea time. Grab your beverages of choice. I've got some tea right here, and Amber, she has a joke.
Why should you never go up against a silverware polisher in a talent contest?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't go up against a silverware polisher because I'm allergic to silver because I'm a vampire, and if I were to go up against them, they would probably stab me with the silver, and then I would be like silverized, and then I would turn into a statue.
Aren't werewolves the ones that are allergic to silver?
Maybe I'm a werewolf then. I thought silver was like a universal like vampire werewolf killer.
I mean, maybe, I don't know. I'm just thinking of like I think it's very common in werewolf lore. I haven't heard it for vampires. Because they will outshine you.
Oh, very good.
And it's Celebrate Your Unique Talent Day.
Oh, Amber has a unique talent for writing jokes.
I don't know if that's a compliment or not.
And I have Mega Mint. All right, folks, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for watching. Happy Manic Monday, folks. I hope your Monday is off to a great start. Amber, we need some kind of moral advice and or guidance, and please have it on how to treat your employees.
Treat your employees like people with human needs, and like let them do basic things like take naps and have drinks, if the job requires these things.
Sure. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye.